The author of this narrative is Anton van Reenen, and he has entitled it Job Act 2. And I'm adding the words, another time, another test. There was a day that Satan came before the Lord, and the Lord said to Satan, "From where have you come?" Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking up and down on it." And the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my church, how they gather every Sunday and praise and worship my holy name? They do this year in and year out, every Sunday morning, all over the world. From the time the sun rises in the east until the sun sets in the west, my name gets glorified, like a wave washing over all the earth." Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "Have you not blessed them with health and wealth and prosperity, with which they have built beautiful church buildings and filled them with amazing technology? Have you not blessed them with all manner of talents that they bring together in these beautiful churches that they built, and worship you with beautiful music that appeals to their senses? But stretch out your hand and take all that from them. Strike them down with a plague, or even just the fear of a plague, and they will go quiet and worship you no more. This wave of worship running from the east of the earth to the west every Sunday morning will stop, and all will go quiet. Who will worship you then? Who will still make your name great?" And the Lord said to Satan, "They are in your hand." So Satan unleashed a deadly virus upon the earth, and soon churches closed all over the world. Everyone, Christians and Gentiles alike, hunkered down in their homes, and everything went quiet. And Satan was standing there, watching, waiting. All the angels were standing in heaven, watching, waiting. And God was standing there, watching, waiting, as a great silence fell over all the earth and all the heavens. Then one angel called out, "Listen!" And another called out, "I hear it too. It's coming from the east." In a small living room in a locked-up house came the sound of a piano being played and a voice singing, "Holy, holy, holy, though the darkness hide thee, though the eye of sinful man thy glory may not see, only thou art holy, there is none beside thee, perfect in power, in love and purity." And another angel called out, "Listen over there in the west." And the sound of a guitar coming from a bedroom could be heard with a voice singing, "All hail King Jesus, all hail Emmanuel, King of kings, Lord of lords, bright morning star. And for all eternity I'll sing your praises, and will reign with you throughout eternity." And slowly, from all directions on the earth, the sound of instruments and voices could be heard, louder and louder, until it became a symphony of worship, rising up to heaven, a cacophony of song, praising God, declaring his greatness, thanking him for his grace, his mercy, his forgiveness. Songs of dedication and declaration, songs of encouragement, songs filled with the joy and peace that can only come from God, sung by thousands of men and women, young and old, wherever they were, accompanied by whatever means they had. And God turned to Satan and said, "Did you notice? Today is Tuesday. Now, my church, having been freed from all the business that filled their lives, worships me every day of the week, for they still know that I am. The wave of worship that runs from sunrise in the east until sunset in the west now circles the earth every day as the earth circles the sun." And all of heaven fell down on their faces and worshiped God, calling out, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." And Satan turned and walked away, defeated as he has been since the day of Calvary. The author continues with these words, "I want to encourage you today in this unprecedented time in the history of man to not let your voice go quiet, to not pack your instrument away. All of creation and all of heaven is standing still right at this moment, waiting and watching. Now is the time to make your voice heard throughout the heavens. Now is the time to pour out your heart before God. There is now no audience. There is no tech. It's just you before the Lord. Seek him in this time. Draw near to him through worship. If you have never done this before, discover the beauty and blessings that come with intimate, personal worship of God. The end.